These are already a law in Iran. And
all right, so wait a minute. I want to know how this works. So if a guy basically has mistresses on the side and he's got girlfriends and he's fooling around, does he consider himself married to those girls?
Well, if he goes through this little ritual and Quranic verse and do the ritual, then he can do it with great conscience.
So let me get this right. You could be married to 3 or 4 wives, be fooling around on the side, and be cool with God.
That's right. If he goes through the little ritual, the ritual makes it. So if he doesn't, then that's not right. I mean, he is sinning according to Islam.
Oh, that's right.
But if he goes through this little ritual,
he's cool.
Then it's cool. Yeah.
And this, well, no wonder. I mean, I remember you telling me that due to the war a generation ago with Iraq, a lot of young men had died. And so 70% of the population in Iran right now is under the age of 30. With a population of 70 million people, do the math, that's 49 million people are in their 20s or younger right now. You have a really young country, and I'm thinking for the females who have access to the internet, they don't want to be wife number 2, 3, or 4, or the little, hitsy on the side. They want a family.
That's exactly right, and that's why, Frank, that people in Iran, especially women, are hesitant to marry. I'm on TV. I get this comment all the time from young women in Iran. I don't want to get married because when my friends have got married, I've seen what they got into. They got into a marriage where the husband is unfaithful, has multiple wives, multiple relationships, and that's the norm. See, that has become a norm in Iran.
Wow.
So they say that every husband or most men are doing it anyway. So young girls say, why should I get married, get myself into that kind of trouble? I know it's not going to work. So people are waiting to get married, and there are many, even girls past 30, 35 who don't want to get married because they know it's going to be miserable marriage.
How interesting. I never saw the parallel between the breakdown of the family in America and the breakdown of the family in Iran. It's the same satanic strategy. It's just over there they're doing it via religion and Sharia law. Over here we're doing it through, Larry Flint. But it's the same destruction of the family. One woman, we got to take a break here in a second, but I want to get this in. Here in the news story regarding this family protection bill, they have a little note from a woman in Iran writing why she opposes this. And what happened to her, she writes the following. This is, of course, the English translation. A few years after my marriage, my husband started telling me jokingly that I looked like an older woman. I was 5 years younger than he. He began beating me and broke my hands several times. When he talked of taking up another wife, I took it as a joke. He wouldn't do that, I thought. We have 2 children. But one day he married a young girl and wanted to get a 2-story building to bring his bride to live with us. I made him swear on the Quran not to do that, and he took his child bride elsewhere. He forgot about us and spent all his earnings enjoying his bride. I was providing for the children by working at people's homes or hairdressing salons. My younger son says, when I grow up, I want to kill Dad. And HORMOZ, this is happening, you're telling me, all the time in Iran.
That's right.
Wow.
It is growing, and that's sad. I'm just even remember all these stories I've heard, and you reminded me of those painful stories, especially for women.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Let me take a break. When we come back, we'll continue, because I want to hear some of those stories.